Hello, this is Tony Heller from RealClimateScience.com. This is a short video about academics who are completely out of touch with reality. Here's a paper from the Harvard Environmental Law Review. Climate Homicide, Prosecuting Big Oil for Climate Deaths. The paper is the usual climate nonsense, but what I found particularly entertaining was the keywords. Climate change, homicide, criminal law, prosecution, accountability, causation, fossil fuels, big oil, negligent homicide, manslaughter, murder, felony murder, misdemeanor manslaughter, fraud, RICO, racketeering, conspiracy, prosecutors, public benefit corporation, environmental crime. Well, that's quite a self-righteous rant. So let's take the case to trial. The first thing the prosecutors would have to do would be to establish that there actually are climate deaths. This would be problematic because the death rate from all types of natural disasters is down 95% over the last century. This includes all meteorological and climate events, including drought, wildfires, storms, and flooding. The prosecutors have already hit a brick wall because it would be impossible for them to establish that there's any such thing as a climate change-related death. They want to prosecute a crime which there isn't any evidence actually happened. In the past, climate events used to kill a lot of people, like in 1878 and 1896, when tens of millions of people died in Asia, Africa, and South America. During the summer of 1896, a 10-day heat wave in New York City killed nearly 1,500 people. Had those people had access to air conditioning, they would have been able to stay comfortable and alive. The heat wave of 1911 killed more than 40,000 people in France and killed thousands of people in New England, many of whom committed suicide to escape the heat. July 4th, 1911 was the hottest day on record in Boston. We wouldn't have these sort of deaths now because we have fossil fuels and air conditioning to keep people comfortable and alive. Our entire civilization depends on fossil fuels. Our heat, light, cooling, and food distribution all depend on a steady supply of fossil fuels. Manufacturing, growing food, and transporting it all depend on fossil fuels. If oil companies stopped delivering their product, civilization would collapse in a matter of days, and billions of people around the world would be dead within months. These people at Harvard are completely out of touch with reality. If oil companies stopped delivering their product, it would lead very rapidly to mass death and destruction of our civilization. The people writing these papers live in an echo chamber of insanity. Nothing they believe has anything to do with reality. Toto's been pulling back the curtain on these dangerous academics for 16 years. You can visit him and his family on the web at realclimatescience.com.